All right, here we are again. I've tried to record these kinds of videos in the past, but gave it up, mostly because I'm lazy. Um, so I'm giving it another shot. The idea here is I'm trying to solve my chess addiction by playing chess, of course, which we'll see how smart of an idea it is, but I think having some sort of structure and recording these sessions will actually be productive. Um, so I would like to do one Lichess game rapid per day. I can play as many puzzles as I would like to, but only a single game. And I'll record the game and do some analysis after the fact. So yeah, that's it. Let's go. I've mostly been a chess.com user, but I'm going to switch over to Lichess for this series. At least that's my plan, because I do think in general 10 plus 5 is a better time control than 10-0 rapid, and I can never find games in that control on chess.com. Apparently I also can't find them on Lichess too, because it's taken forever. Okay, here we go. We found a game. I think I was searching for it wrong. I am a boring exchange French player. I really should learn something else, but I really just try to brute force my way through these kinds of games. Although this one, Monte Carlo situation, is a little bit more dynamic than normal exchange without them playing c4. But I guess, oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so there have been times where I don't even take this back initially. Um, I think it's possible to not, and to just develop. We'll see if it backfires. I mean, I can take this back at any time. Take it with the knight, most likely, if he goes queen e4 or something weird. Okay, that's kind of strange, because now if I take it, I'm threatening to win his rook. So he kind of has to go bishop d2, in which case I can maybe give this check. It's unclear. It's unclear, but I think we have to, now we have to take it with the knight. So I'm expecting bishop d2. Oh, interesting, he takes it back. That's strange. Well, I think we have to recapture. And we can either move the queen or take the knight. I'm leaning towards taking the knight because he's got a pretty terrible bishop in that case. And then you might even have bishop g4. So let's take the knight. And so I really want to develop the knight, but I also want to play bishop g4, threatening to just completely ruin his stuff. Yeah, I hope I don't regret this, but we're gonna violate some opening principles here, just because I think it's the strongest thing that we have. I mean, what's he gonna do? He could develop bishop f4 and force me to do something about this pawn, but you might even be able to play c5 there. And just recapture it if he takes it. That doesn't seem too unreasonable to me. And he's still, we wouldn't really be threatening the knight anymore. But it's still pinned. And the only way for him to unpin it yeah, so okay, he does play this. Well, what if you just take the knight? That's also not a great idea. Wait, hold on. What if we just develop? What if we just ignore that pawn and go knight d7? He takes. We go. One of the rooks to c8, and then that would skewer here. If he tries to defend here, we have b7 or b6 a5. Okay, yeah, I like that. Let's just develop the knight, maintain the pressure, ignore the pawn. I think you want to put the f rook on c8 if he takes it. You might even, well, no. I was thinking you might even have, okay, so if he does do that, let's just take the knight. Okay, he takes with queen. I don't think that's very good at all, to be honest. And then we still have the same, like, threats. So I don't even think we have to defend this pawn at all. Well, it's tricky because if he takes it, he does get a pass pawn. So I'm thinking c6. Yeah, let's just go c6. And then I'm thinking knight f6. Let's just play that immediately. To go here, he can go back to defend it, but that's strange. All right, let's put, kind of have to put one of the rooks here. I think he's doing fine, but okay, let's just go here to. What This is weird. I mean, knight b6. If he ever moves a rook, will be a fork. What the heck? Okay, that's really weird. I don't think it's very good. Because now it gives us the d5 square for the knight, which will become a blockade. He will never be able to push it, as long as the knight's there at least. And already we're threatening stuff. You're threatening this, and then this to win the bishop if you need to. F5 is looking really good. You probably want to put the rook on the e file now. Okay, I think we can... Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. No. Hold on, I have an idea. Let's go here. I'm trying to win this pawn because it's just completely backwards. So yeah, he had to go there to defend it, but if we just double, then he has no defense for this pawn. And also, you could have even just gone here immediately to threaten it, but I think doubling the rooks is a little bit better. You could also threaten this pawn at some point if you eliminate one of his rooks. That's weird. What? Okay, let's just double. I don't see why not. If he pushes... I'm not really sure what to do if he pushes. You could go rook 8 to d7 and just defend it. You could take it. Doesn't seem like the worst idea. Okay, that's not good. There's no way that that's good. Let's just go here. Yeah, that just loses. Because we're threatening to take the bishop. I think I just take this pawn if he pushes it. Strange. Takes. Yeah, let's just go here. Oh boy, you might have back rank problems. Hold on. Takes, check. I mean, he would have to sack this. That's the only way for him to have, for me to have back rank problems. I think we just take it if he sacks it. Okay, that's bizarre. Well, no, it's not. Just... Oh, well, we can just take this anyways, because it defends e8. So let's just take it first. And then you can do whatever you want. You can just play this, and it's completely fine. So, okay, we're gonna win this pawn. And now, I'm not worried about a6 because I can just push. Yeah, I think we're just completely winning here. There's nothing he can do. What can he do here? He could put one of his rooks here, I suppose. But that doesn't really concern me like at all because I can escape to g6. I mean, like same thing here. Now this rook might become a little bit overloaded. But I think we're just gonna win his pawns. There's nothing you can do to stop him with his rook. Yeah, let's just eat this for sure. You can't push this because you just win it. And I don't see why you wouldn't attack this one. He's trying to also get his pawn here, which you should watch out for. Okay, that's a little weird. That's actually super weird. I don't think it's that good at all. I think we can just take this because this is always going to be defended. Like, what's he gonna do? I can just run away. I think we're completely fine. Yeah, that doesn't work. Don't I just have h5? And also, it doesn't even concern me anyways. It doesn't concern me in the slightest. I think we just push and win now. Let's just push. Let's just push one of these things. Okay. The question is, do you want your king in the middle of the board or not? I think we do because that rook is defending this. He's not attacking anything. This rook's on this. We can just block and be completely fine. I mean, what does that threaten? That doesn't do anything either. He has to do something about this pawn or else he's just going to lose. There's just no way around it. Okay. Why wouldn't I just push it again? Strange. Yeah, I mean, so concern is rook d2. And this pawn. Oh no, well he doesn't have c2. So I think you're fine. If you move this rook, I think you're completely fine to go c5. How does he stop me from going to c5? I don't see how he stops that. Yeah, this is not good for him. Everything's defended down here. And that's defended as well. We can just do this. I think it's game over. How does he stop rook a1? There's no checks. Yeah. Okay. Decent start to the series. Now I gotta figure out, oh, here it is, analysis board. Yes, we are getting +7 at the end. I mean, at this point it's pretty clear, but let's start over from the beginning. I think the opening, I was definitely never losing, but I think it was like even-ish for a while. I might have even been worse, if I remember correctly, but let's see. Okay, so this is all standard exchange, boring, equal. All of these moves are just like relatively equal. And yeah, so c4 is not the best, but it's more like weird. I don't know. And so yeah, this gives a slight advantage to black. Probably because of the isolated pawn in the middle of the board. I don't know. I'm not really sure. And also, he traded off his light square bishop, which that doesn't really make much sense to me. I don't think that was a good idea. So yeah, castle. He takes the pawn, which wastes a move. I mean, yeah, I get taking the pawn isn't good. It just wastes a move. What did I play here? I developed the bishop, which the engine doesn't recommend, but that's okay. I'm sure it's a fine move. Yeah, plus 0.1, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Tries to hang on to the pawn, which doesn't make sense. Yeah. Just take it. Takes. Takes. Take the knight. That's the right choice. And yeah, okay, so engine also was going back and forth between knight d7 and bishop g4. Interesting. It actually does like violating the opening rule as well, so I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, the point is to ruin his pawns, and he, like, his bishop's just going to be terrible the whole game, and it was, more or less. Good, okay, and we calculated that correctly as well. We don't have to defend this pawn. Let's, oh wait, hold on. Let's see what happens if he takes it, just to make sure. So if he takes, I'm guessing rook f to c8. Yeah, and he has to just go back. He can't hold. He can't try to hold. Oh, well, I didn't even. I wasn't even considering that. So that makes it even worse, right? Yeah, he just has to go back, and then you take the pawn. Simple. But okay, he didn't take. He pushes h3, in which case we take knight, which is the right choice. I thought he might take the pawn to keep the queens on the board, but I guess the engine doesn't like that either. So take with the queen, trade, double his pawns, make him really bad. And here the engine wants you to defend it. Interesting. wonder why. Why does it... Hold on. Let's say we play something like this. Takes... Why doesn't it work anymore? Oh, probably because it gives him the isolated pawn, and that's why. That's why I didn't want to give it to him in the game as well. So, okay, makes sense. So we play c6. Interesting. The engine wants you to develop a rook as well. Okay. Not quite sure why. Let's say we develop the rook, then what? He kind of has the same set of moves. Attack the b pawn. Huh. I don't know. It's similar. It's very hard to tell. Okay, we play c6. It's equal. We try to get our knight to d5 to fork him, sort of, and force his bishop back. c4 is not the best, but it's all just like very minute details that you kind of don't really, there's like no tactics, it's all just positional junk. So okay, yeah, just drawish. I was concerned he might just keep repeating this once I move the rook back. So okay, yeah, he goes back. I put the rook back on the d file. Pushing the pawn is definitely bad. I mean, slightly bad, but definitely slightly bad. Because this pawn is now backwards, and it becomes a huge target. I'm surprised it's suggesting b6. I guess it's because he can't really take it. But then this pawn's a target. I don't know. It's just, the whole game's just a draw until he... yeah, so the whole idea was to get the knight to d5. And yes, okay, this is correct. I did see that, but I wanted to get the other rooks involved. And so that's why I went rook d5. I wonder why it's so much stronger just to go for it right away. Because he could, why is this bad? Now you go rook d5? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't see the difference. What the heck is the difference? Go here. Why can't you do, why can't you, the engine doesn't even want you to defend it. King g2, what the heck? Why? Why is that the best move? And now, dude, engines are weird. It's also not exactly easy to analyze this game and speak about analyzing it at the same time. I usually don't verbalize any of the chess thinking I'm doing, which is also another reason I would... I'm hoping it becomes a good practice. Okay. So I don't know why this is so much better. Still. What the heck? You just give it up? What? This is so bizarre. Well, this is bad. Oh. I don't know. I'm just gonna move on. I don't understand why that's so much better. It's very unclear. But okay, now, yeah, this was just a terrible move. He tried to sort of get me with some back rank stuff. What did I play here? Did I play rook d7? Yeah. Which is okay. It's like not the best. Yeah, just get out of the back rank. And then you're gonna win all the pawns anyways. So if you play h6 here, what does he do? He can't really do anything at all. Yeah, king g2 is just bad. You don't even have to take the bishop right away. You can defend this. And you're just gonna be picking up. You're gonna win this pawn no matter what. See, it even wants you to take the knight. That's nuts. Okay, but all right. So yes, f6 is the right way to go. Or take the knight, take the bishop first. That's what I did, which works. And then f6. Oh, what the heck? Dude, like, why is that not a good move now? That's weird. Oh, because you can target this pawn. And I have to give it back. Yeah. I mean, it's still winning for sure, but it's less clear, especially with this a pawn there. Yeah, now it's like even. I mean, I didn't play the best moves, so. Okay, but that did not happen in the game. He went here instead. King f7, and now it's just more or less over, because you're just going to win all the pawns. You can even ignore the h pawn, which is weird. But alright, like all of this, I don't know. When it's this far lopsided, I don't really bother analyzing it. Just means you played well, I suppose. Okay. So yeah, let's check. I guess we should have done this earlier on, but I think it's gonna look pretty nice, this curve. It's like it was roughly equal, or black was winning the whole game. Except for, okay, yeah, that was the first one that we found that you didn't really understand it. First inaccuracy. And then this, the reason that's bad is because they can target this pawn. With this, and if you take here, then he has to check, to swing over, or he can just double, and you can't block it or do anything, right? And that's why, right, to block the check. Well, hold on. How do you stop this? Oh, if you play a6, then you can block it with the rook. Yeah, there it is. That's why. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, that's why if you play f3, it's interesting. This also stops it. Why does that stop it? Yeah, I mean, it's completely defended now, but I guess I don't understand why. Let's try that same line here. Why can't you take this pawn? Because of this? Hmm. And you have to waste a move. Oh, yeah, I see. And that's just ugly. That's why. And so f3 or f6 allows that. But g6 does not. Yep. So that's why you can't take on a5 if you play f6. Okay, I think I understand it a little bit better. Regardless, played pretty well. 2 inaccuracies, 16 average center pawn loss. Not bad. And this video is probably going to be monstrously long. Holy cannoli. 35 minutes. Huh. Well, hopefully, they won't be this long. But maybe that's fine. I don't know. I think I'll probably get better at my commentary as I practice it. Because again, all I do, I mean, I just rambled the whole video, but I'm not used to talking about chess. So, okay, if you're still here, I don't know why you're still here, but thank you, appreciate it. Hopefully it was interesting, and I will see you next time. Thank you, goodbye.